and we are now live. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm super excited about today because we're going to be working on the tiny details, the second layer of the dumplings. So we're going to make them look nice and bright and awesome. And it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? Good to see you here. Sorry I'm a tad late. I don't know, this morning just went by super fast for me. I kind of got up a little later than I normally do. Also moving a bit slower than I normally go, but I'm here. I'm here. How are you doing, Win? How you doing? How's your morning going so far? All right, so I will put these aside for just a second. And of course, the paper shifts. And yeah, a little sleepy. I feel you, Win. I feel you. I'm the same. I'm also a little sleepy. So, for the dumplings, I'm going to be using this light cream color, again using the yellow ochre, and it's kind of the same colors that I use for the bamboo steamer. So I'm kind of remixing those. So I got to make the light tan again. And it looks like there's also like some gray white too, but I don't want it super gray because I don't want it to be dull looking. So instead what I'll be doing is sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'll be using brown instead of black in my shadow colors. That's what I was trying to say. Might need some more yellow ochre. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Trying to use up the color that is still in the palette. Yeah, so just remixing the paint palette. I'm really happy how this one's turning out. Oh my gosh, I swear this coming up fall season is going to be crazy for me. I just signed up for another show, which is Anime Wonder, and I'm really excited. It's going to be in October 11th and 12th. It's a small con, but I'm feeling really positive about it. I'm looking forward to it. I think that it'll be fun. Yeah, so I'll have two shows in October. I'll have Anime Wonder and I will have UwuCon. So I am pretty excited, but that means I have a lot of work to do before October. As I sip my coffee to gain some energy. Hey, and it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm just going in with my light cream colored white color, and I am going in and adding in these highlights. Now I will be adding like extreme white, kind of glistening highlights, but that won't be until the third layer. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Nacho. Yay. Feeling good. It's a good morning. I'm gonna get a brush that's similar size, but I think that brush I'm using is a little too soft. Not this one. I have a smaller one of that one. Where did it go? There it is. This brush. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Like everyone else today. Just feeling a little tired. But it's all good. I can't complain. And for the shadowy parts, I'm actually gonna mix more of this burnt sienna. I mean, not burnt sienna. Oh my gosh, we're not even using burnt sienna. The burnt umber. And I'm gonna make it a little lighter. So that's what I'm doing off to the side here. I'm trying to get a color for the shadow of these dumplings, but I don't want it to be too dark either. So this is gonna be kind of tricky. It's always tricky, I find, to give like things that are supposed to be light or white or cream colored, give them shadow and dimension, because it's like I want that extreme especially me, as you know, I use extreme contrast. And it's so hard because it's not extreme contrast in here, but I won't be happy if they end up looking flat. All right, I'm gonna actually zoom up on this one dumpling so I can see the details on it better. So the gray that I mixed, there's actually no black in it at all. It's just a lot of, it's the brown. So it's like white, burnt sienna, I keep saying burnt sienna, burnt umber, and the yellow ochre. And that's what's making the dark. That's what I'm using as my dark shadows. And I'm going in, adding in my lights. Burnt sienna. Yeah, exactly. That's it. We should just start naming all the colors after cars. Now, I think I'm so used to saying burnt sienna too because I use it so often in like all my paintings. Also, I'm sleepy, so like I'll say burnt umber and I'm confusing myself. I know, look how perfect these little dumplings look. They look so perfect. Oh, hello! Is that Jose's? Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Jose, if I pronounce your name incorrectly, I am super, super sorry. One, my brain is slow this morning. Two, I already have a weirdish issue with pronouncing names and words. So it is nothing personal. It's just me and my goofy self. But thank you for joining. That's okay, Nacho. No worries. You all is good. Thank you for stopping in, even if it's just for a minute. It's always good to see you. And I hope you have a good day at work today. I'll see you later. But yeah. And you know me. I'll be here for a little bit. So if you want to pop back in, you're more than welcome to. If you can't, if today's a crazy busy day, no worries. We're all chill and casual here. We're all chill and casual. I say that, and then here I am doing like actually intensive work on these paintings. This one's not that intensive, I'll say. This one's actually really a chill piece. What I have planned after this one is pretty intensive, which so I showed you all the Halloween market that I really want to do for Halloween. For the month of October. I might get a head start. I don't know. That one's going to be intensive because it's like a market and it's also highly detailed on a small canvas. Why did I do that to myself? I do not know. But sometimes I do that to myself. Cramming a lot of detail into a small canvas. Yeah, we'll try. So that's what I'm gonna work on because I want to do something like fun, more fun for like Halloween, that kind of thing. All right, sweet Nacho. Got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to entertain you with this paintbrush. Yeah, I remember, George. You're good. You're good. I remember. Yeah, you're good. Sometimes it takes me a minute to remember people because there's a lot of like faces and names, but typically, I do remember absolutely everyone. You just have to tell me, remember we talked about this? And I'll be like, oh yeah. I'm like, hi, how are you? How'd this turn out? And it'll be a flood of memories. So, not to worry. I'm glad that you're here. There's a hair. Where did this hair come from? I know from my head, but seriously. I don't know if the camera picked up on the like fine hair. Blending, 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 blending. So I'm also keeping everything super soft. And as you can see, it's like a lot of back and forth between going in with light, going in with dark, re-smoothing out edges. And it's looking a little too like perfect right now, so I'm gonna go back in with some of this shadow that I'm using underneath, and I'm actually going to add in, there are like wrinkles. They kind of remind me of like fabric wrinkles in the dumplings themselves, like where it's where the like dough is twisted off and pinched. It reminds me a lot of fabric. There we go. That's all good, George. You're good. Yeah, I'm happy that you're able to stop in today, and uh that's kind of cool. You got a remote day today. So, yeah, have some painting on in the background as you work. Yeah, that's all good. That's awesome. Yeah, my eyes are green. They are actually green. It's funny. I used to get asked all the time, especially like in the cosplay community where contacts are normal, and people would ask me, where did I get my color green contacts because they look so realistic? And I would tell them, no, they're not contacts. This is my eye color. I haven't gotten that question in a really long time. That was like back when I first started cosplaying, and I was like, what? This is so funny. Um, just a funny thing. True story though. Yeah. Yeah, green eyes, it's like it is pretty rare. It's like, and also too, my color, like they're green. Like a lot of people that have green eyes, it's like a green blue. Um, but yeah, no. They're real. I swear, cosplaying, sometimes I get like very funny questions. I'm never like offended or anything. I think it's kind of funny. Like when I first started cosplaying and I was cosplaying Astrid from How to Train Your Dragons, um a lot of people apparently thought that was my real hair. So when they would see me with like brown hair, or especially that wig's like really full, that like it's very wavy, it's thick. They thought that was my hair consistency. So all of a sudden they'd see me like this and they'd be like, "What did you do to your hair?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? This is my hair." They're like, you're not blonde. That's not your." I'm like, "No, that's not my natural hair." I need to bring that cosplay back, my Astrid. There's a lot of things though that if I was to make it today, I would change. But I also kind of don't want to like touch my like first cosplay, like fix it too much because I like kind of want to keep it how it originally is. Some parts I could fix and still keep its originality. But other parts, wish I could change. And that might be a fun cosplay to remake one day. Especially Astrid. I know she's such a loved character. I know, right, Win? I know, and there's so many like very convincing wigs now. But I feel like since I've worked with wigs so much and that I cosplay, I can like pretty much pick out a wig from natural hair pretty easily now. But there's some good like really convincing ones, I will say. Yeah, so just going back and forth until I'm like happy with the results. Actually, the top is kind of getting a little muddled. I think I'm gonna go in with some pure white and try to mix that in there. Try to lighten that up a bit. I might not be able to until this second layer dries, but at least I can kind of give myself guidelines of what I want to do next. You hear a loud jet. Did a jet fly over? I didn't notice. Maybe the mic picked up on something. Maybe it's the AC. I'm not sure. Man, and I thought this mic would be more directional here. Maybe I'll point it in a better direction. Here we go. A little more away from the window. No outside noises. No outside noises allowed. See, I'm adding dimples and I'm adding details, extra folds. I know I'm getting extra detailed with these dumplings, but I'm having too much fun actually. Again, I like the force of like the limited color palette. Oh, outside your house. Oh, gotcha, Win. That makes a lot more sense. I got you. I got you. I got you. Because I was like, what? So when doing kind of is technically more like a still life type painting, even though I don't have the object right in front of me, which that's traditionally how you would do it. Just going off of a photo reference. Pay attention to all the tiny details. Really learn and ask yourself when painting these still lifes, why are the shapes they are? What are the tiny details? I really like spend the time to analyze every little part and not just copy, but learn. I think that's the biggest part of art is don't just like blindly copy your reference. Ask yourself, why is it this way? Why does it look this way? Why is the texture this way? What makes this object look the way that it is? And then that's really how you do art, is that you're studying this thing, whatever you're painting. So study it, don't just copy it. All right. Hope you have a good day, Nacho. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for stopping in, and I hope you have an awesome day at work. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. So even in these wrinkles, I'm kind of like realizing, I'm like, why does that look funny? Why does this part look kind of weird? Because I'm noticing how they actually fold and how I'm interpreting it. And I'm making slight adjustments. I'm gonna go in with even a darker brown. And I'm gonna go in with the darker brown in some places and richen up those values. And then I have another few other places that I'm going to add some lights before I move on to my next dumpling. And yeah, they look very brown right now, but keep in mind in the third layer, I'm also going to add in more white, more highlights, so they're not going to look super brown like this in the end. Sometimes in painting, it's easier to go light to dark, and sometimes it's easier to go dark to light, depending on what you're doing. There we go. We got our first little dumpling. I'm kind of looking at it, and I know I would move on to the next, but this part right here, I think the wrinkles have gone down too far. Now kind of looking back at it from afar, it looks like there's like no stuffing in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I know, see, I said I'm like, oh, I'll move on to the next, and sometimes ends up not doing that because I see something I have to fix. We want these dumplings to look like they're full of goodies. No one wants empty dumplings. Right? No one wants that. And I have had that before. I have there was a dumpling place that I tried one time that's local around here, and it was so inconsistent it actually made me a little sad because some of the dumplings were like full and good and tasty, and then like the one next to it like had hardly any stuffing in it. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, who made these? Well, to win, you can have all the empty dumplings. How about that? You where it's just the casing of the little dough, no stuffing. You can have that. Maybe has a single drop of soup in it or something. That may be yours. There we go. All right, so I forced the wrinkles a little more upwards. And now you can see the dumpling it looks like it's full. And that's good. It's not, it's no longer limp like a deflated tire. There we go. See, that looks better. That's how it's supposed to look. Why is this over here? All right. Now on to the next one. Aw, yeah, Clove is definitely a mischievous kitty. She is funny. I will say, makes funny pictures and funny memes, but not a joy, especially when she goes and steps on a painting that's completely wet. Or when I'm trying to trace something out and she just pounces right there on my pattern. Like, come on, cat. Really? Yeah, this morning she was every time I was like trying to eat my breakfast and she would swat at my hand. And then I was wearing a cardigan and she jumped on my sleeve and pulled like my arm down. So I'm just eating like normal, minding my own business, and then what? Hi, cat. And she's like, hi, give me food. I am the hungries. Put her in jail next time. We have done that. We have put her like locked her in a bedroom while we're eating meals before because she will not stop. And then once we're done eating, then we'll like let her out. Yeah, Win, if you have more ideas of more Clove meme ideas, you are more than welcome to make memes of her. She is a meme-worthy cat. And there we go. So I'm just going in with the brown again. And I think for these ones over here, I'm going to go in with the tan. Making shadows. And I'm going to come back in with this brown and add in more shadow at the bottom of the dumplings. There we go. See? Yeah, these are so cute. I really like how this painting is turning out. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying painting it too. I think I have to, I think the curves and the wrinkles are kind of confusing me painting it on the side, so I'm gonna actually move it like this. You made two memes win? Alright, you'll have to share with me those memes. I do want to see those. Unless if you're referencing memes that you've already made and showed me. This one's kind of looking more like a balloon. I don't know what happened to these wrinkles. I don't know if it's how I color blocked it, but I'm like, why is it looking very balloon-like? What is going on? They're balloon dumplings. Where they trick you. You think they're filled with delicious food, but they're not. They're just filled with air. Greatest prank ever. Yeah, Win. Post them on Discord. Absolutely. And when I'm blending, I'm kind of doing this like feathering type blending. Where it's like light touches with the paint. So I lay down the paint and then I kind of tap, tap, tap all around. And I kind of like tap in my color. And even now I'm still kind of like experimenting a little bit because using these colors is a little out of my normal wheelhouse. I normally use bright neon colors, high contrast. So forcing myself to work with only light colors but yet still have contrast so I can see what's going on. It is a challenging. It's very challenging. I'm basically working with pastels, which I don't ever work with pastels. So I'm sitting here even like, ooh, am I doing this right? Does this look good? But I'm always intrigued to learn new things, and I want to continue learning new things. Mm-hmm. Little tea break. Okay. So I got this half of the folds here, and I'm going to work on the other half. And as I continue to keep going, it'll just get easier because I'll kind of just get into this rhythm. I'll get into a rhythm and I'll know exactly what to do with as it continues on. I see you sent the memes. I will look at them later when looking at the memes. Tap, tap, tap. It's kind of getting messy and muddled in some areas. Gotta clean my napkin too. My napkin's getting a little dirty. It's like every time I clean my brush and I'm like, oh, it came back dirty to me. There we are. And I noticed this kind of balloon-like texture, and I'm like, what am I doing here? And I realized this shadow doesn't necessarily get casted at the bottom like how I paint it. Like this part, yes. But once it hits this wrinkle here, it makes it all the way to the bottom. See, it's just noticing tiny details like that. Oh, you did? I'll have to look when. I'll have to look at the dog that your mom painted. I remember you showed me a picture when we were at Sabo of your mom working on a painting of a dog, but it was very in the very beginning stages. I think she was just like sketching out the shadows. So I haven't seen, I just saw the very start of it. Oh, it's not the same dog. Oh, okay. I'll have to look. That's so cool. Your mom does pet portraits. I like doing pet portraits. They're so much fun. There we go. See, now the dumpling doesn't look like a balloon anymore. We solved it. I know, compared to the paper, like the dumplings look, I know this paper looks really gray now, but I will go in with a second layer too and fix that as well. There we go. Oh, nice. Very cool. Well, thank you for stopping by. It was good to have you here. And I hope that your mom and sister have safe travels. That's super exciting. Aw, I hope you all have a really awesome trip and good time visiting. Don't worry, I'll be posting on Discord and on my story progress on the dumplings, so you won't miss a thing. Hey, and it's Link. Hi, Link. How you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think it looks good. Good, that's what I want. I want them good and yummy and delicious looking. All right, now on to the next one. You know what I think would be really fun painting is little candies or cakes or chocolate, like pastries, like all that I think would be a lot of fun to paint. I know, I'm on this food kick and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I'm happy to hear that everyone else is too. Everyone's liking the foods come to life. Hey, welcome to the server. You're good, you're good. Yeah, the server is fun and chill. Everyone shares their art or cool pictures. And I share any progress just in case if anyone's missed any streams or anything. Oh, and it's Isaac. Hello, Isaac. How you doing? Good, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Isaac. Oh, wow. A 20-minute Overwatch match. That sounds intense. Did you win, Isaac? Yay! That's awesome. Glad that you won. Heck yeah. It was well deserved, a hard match. Well, now look. Get some. Awesome. Yeah, Devo was at Sabo. And I actually got to meet her too. She's super sweet and she's super bubbly. Um, she's just a really, really nice person. Yeah, I was really happy that I got to meet her voice actor at Sabo. That was really cool. I did. It was awesome. Yeah, Isaac, if you ever get the chance, if she's at a con you go to and you get the chance to meet her, I say meet her. She's really sweet and happy and bubbly and like kind to everyone. Nerf this. You know, right? I wonder how many times in that the day she said that. Probably said it over 1,000 times through that whole con. Yeah. All right. So, oh yeah, he's funny. Oh, that's cool. I feel like that's very fitting to Lucio. To be funny, life of the party. Okay. So I'm just continuing working on kind of the same thing that I have been for the last two dumplings. Sorry, I have to tilt it more this way. I think I'm getting like confused again trying to paint it at a tilt. And then I'm like, things are not looking right. So, you still have a good viewpoint of it. I'm just kind of thinking, like, okay, something's looking wrong. What is it? And now I see it. Now I'm like, oh, see how like these lines are just going like this? It's kind of more like it's pinched at the top and then they kind of settle at the bottom. This looks like it's just pinched all the way through. So, to fix that, I'm gonna grab some light and I'm gonna make a little bottom. Almost like what I did over here when I was like, wait, it looks like it has no stuffing. Oh, really, Win? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that picture. You posted it in Discord, right? I'll have to look at it later. They look like the fluffy ears that I make. That's too cute. Did you show your mom a picture of the ears that I've made? Show her and then show the husky ears. She might think that's funny. Oh, that's very cool, Isaac. Hopefully one day you'll get to meet her. Hopefully she will travel to a local con, or heck, maybe you'll even take a vacation and so happen to travel, like, travel for a con, and she'll hope, like, so happen to be there. You never know. Actually, traveling to cons are a lot of fun, like kind of revolving your trip around it. It's fun. It's a fun excuse to go somewhere. Oh, okay. I will look when. I will look. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. I promise it'll be made into poster prints and stickers and probably keychains. No, probably not this first batch of keychains, I'm thinking, because I want to make an order soon. But I think eventually I'm gonna see how the first batch of charms goes, how's ordering and all that. But I think in the next batch they will be in there. Yeah, and sometime in the next couple of days, I'm gonna definitely make an order of charms. Um, because with all my shows coming up, I definitely want them in time for that. So, yeah. That's my goal every show, to have some kind of something new, something exciting, something new. Oh, really? Ooh. Sounds yummy. Isaac, what kind of dumplings were they? Were they chicken? Were they pork? Were they veggie? What kind of dumplings did you get? Hey, good job, Isaac, for catching the star. See, it's fun, the little mini games with these little avatars. I like them. They're adorable. Look, they're all floating at the bottom of the screen. Adorable. Ooh, chicken. That sounds good. Chicken dumplings sound very good. I'm trying to remember which ones these were. I believe I ordered, I think they were pork soup dumplings, I believe. I don't know, they were delicious. All right, see you later. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you, George, for stopping by. I'll see you later. And safe travels to your family. Have fun. Hold on, I'm getting a message and I want to make sure it's okay. Interesting. Okay. It's okay. It's not it's not an emergency. I can answer the messages later. They're not like, oh, I need to answer right now. And as I'm painting these dumplings, I'm also noticing different shapes and forms that I kind of missed, little tiny details, and I'm adding those in as I paint. I know, Isaac, Halloween is... I know September literally just started, but I know I can feel Halloween's around the corner. Does anyone have any plans for Halloween, or are you still trying to figure it out? You're like, it's too soon to be thinking of that. Oh yeah, Win, everything's okay. If it was an emergency, I would have paused, put the stream on pause and answered, but it's all good. No plans, Isaac. You don't have any plans for Halloween? You don't like to go to a pumpkin patch or dress up, have a Halloween party? Isaac, with how much you love food, I would think you'd be all over that Halloween candy. You'd be like, this is the favorite time. You know what I love? I love the smell of Halloween candy. I do. I love, like, there's a very distinct smell, and yes, it's chocolate, but it's like chocolate mixed with all the other sugars. And it's like that specific smell of just like burying your face in Halloween candy, and it smells so good. Ah, yes, you can see it's one of my favorite smells. That's why I'm like. But yeah, I like to make plans. I love doing Halloween activities and that kind of stuff. Going and seeing the fall leaves, going to the pumpkin patch. I'm hoping I'll be able to do that this year because I have like 2 shows coming up, and I'm like, oh boy, and also a lot of other things going on. I just really I'm like, I want some time to also enjoy Halloween. That is true. What about you, Win? What do you like to do for Halloween? What's something that you enjoy? Oh, that's sad, Isaac. Aw, hopefully this year you'll get to change things up and you'll be invited to Halloween parties and pumpkin carving. If you live closer, Isaac, I'd invite you. You too, Danny? You too, Win? You don't do anything? Oh man. Maybe we gotta plan something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want to do something fun this Halloween. Don't know what yet. I'll keep you in the loop, Win. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, Halloween's like one of my favorite holidays. I love the dressing up, and I love the carving pumpkins and everything. When do you not have kids in your neighborhood and that like to trick or treat? Because we actually have quite a bit of kids in our neighborhood who love trick or treating. So that's always a lot of fun. Aw, that's sad, Isaac. Aw, I'm sorry. I'm sorry your step siblings never invited you to parties. Aw. I'm not gonna lie, my heart really hurts for you. It does. It never feels good to be excluded. Well, hopefully this year for you, Isaac, it switches around. I know you got a whole new, well, not whole new family, but you got family where you live now, and maybe they'll do something, and I'm sure they'll invite you. Why don't you go out, Win? Maybe you gotta switch it up this year. Switch it up and put some Halloween decorations up. And put out a, and just like answer the door to trick or treaters. Don't turn off that porch light. There's another hair. I've noticed. Hair. Not to get candy, to hand out candy. Handing out candy is just as fun. Your parents don't allow it? That's sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Win. Aww. Hey, that's a good way to celebrate Halloween, Isaac. To play some horror games. That's fun. Mhm. There we go. See, we're moving along with this painting. Moving along. You did? What character was it, Win? What? I didn't know that. Why did I not know that? That's too funny. And your spider noir is so good too. I know we gotta do a spider thing like one of these cons, one of these times. And Dreama Cosplay was seemed very into the idea too. One of these days we'll all meet up as spiders. I'd be totally down to do it for Uwu because I know we'll all be there. But the issue with me is I can't work in a spider suit. It's the gloves. I wish I would be able to work in a spider suit because they're so comfortable and they're just such a simple, easy cosplay. But it's the gloves. I won't be able to function with them. I'm actually seeing this dumpling's looking a little small, so I think I'm going to bump it out a bit and bring it around a little bit more. Like this one's looking a lot smaller than the others, and actually all these dumplings were really even too. Like they were all like pretty much the same. You know, sometimes you order dumplings and one's way bigger than the rest or one's way smaller. No, these ones were like pretty perfectly all the same, copy paste. Man, they were so good. Marvel Zombies? What? I haven't heard of that. What? Marvel's making a zombie movie now? Oh, it's a TV show. Interesting. I didn't even know there were zombies in the Marvel universe except for like I know Hela summons the undead, her army of the undead, which is a completely different type of zombie than the infection ones. What? I did not know that. I didn't even know that there was zombies in the comic in the Marvel Universe. Interesting. Well, I just learned something new today. I don't know. I'm iffy about zombies. Most zombie movies I end up not really liking all that much. The only zombies that I did really like was Zombieland. That movie, both movies are so freaking good. They're so funny. And I've played zombie games before. I've played Back for Blood um long time ago when it was like first came out, and that was fun. I I only played it because the people I was playing with, like my friend group at the time, was all everyone was playing it, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll join you guys, and I had fun. Not my favorite, like, oh my god, it was amazing, but I had fun, and we had silly moments. Good memories, fun memories. But that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I remember actually kind of going back to the talk of Halloween. Back in high school, my brother was friends with two brothers who built a haunted house out of their garage, and it was actually really cool. They had all these like animatronics and decorations, and they were super into it, and it was a lot of fun. And each year they had a different theme, and this was the year when Walking Dead was super popular, so I was one of the zombies for the Walking Dead, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I liked being one of the zombies. Yeah, it was actually kind of cool. Like they had their backyard, or they like it started in their garage, and the garage door led to the backyard, and then they took over the entire backyard. And it was fun to put on. And kids from school came and walked through it, and they had neighbors and family friends. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Well, then it must be somewhat good, right? If it was made by the creator of, like, Walking Dead. I don't know. I was never the biggest fan of Walking Dead. Sorry to everyone. I know it's technically not bad, but just not my cup of tea. Wow, that would be quite the entrance if that's how Spider-Gwen comes into play. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Yes, since it's in the Marvel universe, I wonder if they're gonna make any references else to the rest of the well-known Marvel heroes. If they will or won't. Curious. Aw, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. And thank you, Win. I know, the little sneeze. And just think, my room's actually fairly clean now. I will have to soon take out the faux fur again to make more ears. Oh man, I don't know if I'm fully prepared for that. Uh, but I gotta make more ears. I'm almost done with these fabric horns that I've been making, which I will take pictures of soon and release posts about them. Um, Sorry, I just became very in focus mode. Can you still see what I'm doing good? Yes, you can. I was like, I'm not painting off screen, am I? That'd be the meanest joke ever. Be like, why am I even here watching? Here we go, almost blending and everything. Oh, and look at the time. It's okay though, we still got time. So nothing to worry. I don't know if I'll get done with all the dumplings today, but hey, that would be pretty cool if I did. We'll see where it goes. Ooh, nice, Isaac. That's fun. I wish you yeah, that'll be, have fun watching the new League of Legends game. That'll be awesome. Oh, I didn't see your message about that win of the who will be in the new zombie TV show. Very interesting. Huh. I'm curious where they'll take this story and what it'll like actually be about. I'm curious. Yay, that's awesome. Doesn't it always feel good when you like fully clean a room when like when everything's clean and it just feels good. I totally understand that. I feel like I need to do that, like do another deep cleaning, maybe even before the fur comes out so that I don't have more fur pile on top of fur, even though I did roughly clean already. Oh. Well, you know, I'll let you have fun, Isaac. Hey, maybe Isaac win, maybe play together. That might be fun. Me, I'm gonna have to sadly pass, but tell me all about it. Um, I want to hear all about it, but just I have to pass on this one. Right now, I am crazy busy just with my art and business and just other things going on in my personal life. It's mostly my art, though. I will say. Uh, Sadly, I don't game like I used to. Still have appreciation for video games, though. I will say sometimes I do miss those days of when I used to play games regularly. Yeah, I think that'll be fun when we'll do that for your birthday. Yes, you understand, Isaac. I hope that your job searching for voice acting is going good. I know you'll find a good gig. You will. Yeah, just keep searching for opportunities, keep knocking on doors, keep in contact with people, and yeah, your dreams and goals will be there. Absolutely. I truly believe whatever you put your time and energy into, the universe will grant you. Absolutely. Look, only one dumpling left. Hey, you moved along today. Moved pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. See, look how much they're coming to life. Even just with the second layer, they don't look like gray blobs anymore. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Ah, one more dumpling. You know what? Since I did kind of start the stream a little late, how about let's at least get started on this? I can go a couple of minutes over, but probably not much more than that. But I know that I did start the stream late, and I want to kind of make up for that. Also, too, I think that would be a nice way to end today's stream is by completing all the dumplings. I'm just gonna take that. Here we are. And I'm also fixing the shape of this one too. It's looking a little too flat. Again, I want these round and plump looking dumplings. Yeah, I agree with you, Isaac. Ah, I could go for a bowl of ramen right now. Sounds so good. Hey, it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Aw, thank you for the rainbow heart. Oh yeah, no, that ramen place we stopped by was really, really good. I agree with you, Win. I'm doing good, Evo Leia. Doing good, just chill. Um, gonna finish this stream here real soon. Gonna try to finish up this last dumpling and I'll call it here. I'm actually really happy with the progress on this painting for today. Yeah, I think it's looking nice. Yeah, just to chill stream today, start the painting. And as for today's plans, my goals really are to get a lot more art done. Um, I'm talking to people about possible commissions, which I always keep commissions on the low key before I have details. Once I have details, then I'm more public and I share. Um, but I also have all these fabric horns to finish. And basically they're on the place of they need to be put on headbands or hair clips. So I'm going to complete and do that today. That is another goal. Here, I'll show you all a sneak peek of the little horns I've been making. Oh, here. So I'll attach these onto headbands. I also made these little red ones. Yeah. So I'm happy with these. Yes, they don't look like realistic. They're clearly like costume. Um I'm actually calling them my hippy dippy horns because they look very hippie-ish. But what's really cool about them, and something that I hear about people talk about, is that the 3D printed horns, sometimes the plastic can be heavy or it can hurt their head over time because, like, the plastic rubbing in. Some people have this problem, some people don't. Um, so I'm like, well, how can I eliminate that for the people who are a little bit more sensitive? And so fabric, and it's just stuffing. So they're super light, they don't hurt, there's no sharp edges. And yeah, they're kind of fun. And I really hope people like them. Really do. I'm happy with where they are. The process has been a little slow making them, but then I realized, I'm like, why is it taking me forever to make these? Then I realized that I'm like, oh wait, I just had con and I had all these other things going on, so that's why they've like taken forever to create. It's just because I keep taking like breaks in between. But I'll get it done, I swear. Yep, exactly, Evolea. Just a little bit of a witch. I do have a little witchy side. That I do. I don't show it often, but lately, just because my art has taken more of a like video game style or anime style, so I've been kind of more tapping into that side of myself. But with these horns, I feel so happy because I can kind of tap into my witchy hippie self, and it actually makes me really happy to tap into that self once again. So yeah, that's also why I hope that they are really liked and people want them, because I want to keep making them. My hippy dippy fabric horns. Alright, I'm gonna just smooth out this edge here and here. And I think it got a little too dark on that one side. So let me smooth it out, brighten it up. Same on this side. There we go. Yeah, alright, I ended up actually finishing it. And in good time. Yay! I did make a witch hat on the news win. That was super, super fun. That was a really awesome experience. Definitely a core memory when I got to be on the news. Still kind of crazy to think that that actually happened. All right, well, here we go. We got the dumplings. They're looking good. So I still need to do a second layer on the paper, but I'll do that next time. And I got more details to do on the plate and the bamboo, but it is coming along really good. I am so far super happy with this piece. Hey, it's Monaco Arts. Hi, Monaco Arts. How you doing? You just caught me at the tail end. I'm literally saying goodbye. Where on the news? It was a local news station. Um, Nacho used to work for them, and they wanted to do like a little interview with someone who made their own costumes for Halloween. I can't believe that's almost already a year ago. Uh, and he's like, "Hey, I know someone who can talk on camera." And someone was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Oh, and I made a little witch hat, like decorated a witch hat on the news and showed how to embellish it. And we talked about how to embellish costumes and that kind of thing. It was a lot of fun. It was a really, really cool experience. Yeah. You know what? I should try to find that I'm I have the video, but I need to upload it. I should upload it so that everyone can see it. Um especially like people who are from other countries. Yeah, because it was such a cool experience. It's fast. 5 minutes goes by really fast. Yeah, I need to. I have the video. I'm glad you could at least come in for the last 10 seconds, Monaco Arts. Kind of funny. Like, I'm like, hi, bye. Aw. Thank you, Evo Leia. Yeah, Evo Leia. I didn't mess up your name that time. I know, I agree with you. Uh, I find it interesting too, and just seeing other artists process and like because everyone's so different in their process of art and crafting, and I find it also so fascinating. That's why I like also doing this live stream. I get to show my process and share it with other artists. And as artists, we kind of like pick up on things, like there's little things that I'll pick up from someone else, and I'm sure there's people who've picked up things from me. It's fun. Well, today was good. Thank you to everyone for stopping in, saying hi, sticking around, hanging out. I'm really happy with how this one's turning out. It's looking yummy. Oh, well, I wish you all an awesome rest of your day. All the magic to all of you. And I will see you next week on Tuesday at the same time. Probably work on the dumplings. I don't know, I might do something else. Most likely this, though, so we can continue the progress on it. Yeah, aw, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Win. And thank you, everyone, for joining. I will see you all next week, Tuesday, same time. Alrighty, bye!